Hello world, welcome to Pi. Here I'll be sharing some of my experiences about computers, operating systems, programming, and so on. So today we'll see about one of the most powerful text editor known as Vim. So let's move on to the workspace and start installing it. So as I'm on Linux machine, we can install Vim using install Vim, enter the password, and the Vim is already installed, right? So for this tutorial, we will use vimtutor for our support. So vimtutor is one of the file which will give you some basic idea of how to use Vim, what are some extra key points which will help you in containing Vim and editing text. So the first thing we'll do is just type along set number. This will give us the line numbers so that it will be very easy to access. Basically, Vim has three modes: the normal mode, insert mode, and the visual mode. The normal mode is ground for both the other modes. Like whenever some editing is done, you go back to the normal mode. The insert mode is used for writing out on the file, and the visual mode is used for selecting something and perform operations on the selected ones, right? We'll see it further. Now the first chapter, as we can see here, is moving the cursor. So how to move the cursor in the file is by doing, this is the first lesson. So J is to move the cursor downwards. K is used for moving the cursor upwards. As you can see, K is used for moving upwards. Then H is used for moving the cursor left, and L is used for moving the cursor right. So I'm using L. H is used for left. Now to move it downward, we use J, and to move it upwards, we use K. Let's move on to the next lesson. So this lesson is an important one. Whenever you have made changes in Vim and you don't want, or you don't understand what is going on, just be in the normal mode and press :Q and exclamation mark. This will quit the Vim editor and discarding all the changes. Now let's move on to the third one, the text editing or deletion. So in this tutor, here are some points or some exercise points how to perform an exercise, and this is your tutorial, like how you can perform your own tutorial on it. So this is, we need to fix. Now to delete a single character, we can use X in the normal mode. To shift in the normal mode, we use escape. Press escape to shift in the normal mode. So we'll just fix this, like C, then D over the moon. I've pressed X to delete a single character, and that's what this lesson contains. Let's move on to the next one, the text editing or insertion. Yes, now this is the insert mode. Here I need to insert some text. I've moved the cursor over here or here, so I'll just insert some. Then I will go back to the normal mode. Text is, here I need double SING, then I need insert again from this and move to the end of the line, and then again press A to insert one character next to the cursor. So we have fixed it. Now let's insert. Insert mode is like just press I, it will go into the insert mode. If you want to go back to the normal mode, just press escape. When you go to escape, you can use J, K to move your cursor, whatever you like. Then we will move on to the next chapter, that is text editing. Now text editing, you can do this. My cursor is on the 132, so if I want to append or write to the end of this line, I will just press Shift A, that is capital A, and it will go to the end of the line, and I will start typing this line, and then I'll go back to the normal mode. That's it. Insert to the normal mode, and I can jump down. Now here is also a second example. So what I'll do is go backwards and then press again Shift A. This will be missing here. So again back to the normal mode, and I can jump it down. So that's it for this lesson. Next lesson is editing a file. So editing while you want to save and quit. So in the normal mode, just type :W and Q. W will save the file and Q will quit the file, and then hit enter. So the command will be executed. Now this is the summary of the first lesson. To go to a particular line, just press : and the number of the line 166. So we have learned H is for left, J is for down, K is for up, and L is for right. To start a file, you can use vim and the file name and press enter. Then to exit out with discarding all the changes, this is the command :Q exclamation mark, and to save and exit, WQ is the command. Now to delete a single character, we use X. Then to delete, to insert, we use I, and to append to the end of the line, we use capital A, that is Shift A. Pressing escape will be in the normal mode, shift us in the normal mode, whether we are in the insert mode, and then we will shift into the normal mode. Now the next lesson, deletion command. Now to delete a single word, now suppose I want to delete there, so I will just say DW. So this will delete my there. DW, D means delete, W means word, delete the word. If I want to undo the changes, I will just use U. DW will be the word. Now the next lesson is more deletion command. So suppose from this typed word, I want to delete the whole line next to it. So I will just do, look at the right hand side, you will get a command notification that what we are typing, D means delete, and if I want to delete the whole line next to this word, I'll just press $ or Shift 4. This will delete the whole line including the word, right? Now next chapter is demotion. If you press W will go to the next word, right? It will go to the next word like this. For previous word, you just need to type B, that is for beginning. W will go to the next word. Now what is it? The next lesson is using a count for motion. So suppose I want to shift 2 words from this word, right? So I will just press 2 W. This will go to the 2 words next to it. To go to the end of the line, we'll just press Shift 4 or $sign. it will go to the end, and to go to the first start of the line, we just press 0. Now, next chapter is, now suppose I need to delete ABC and DE. Now I need to delete these two words simultaneously. So what I will do, delete two words, D to W. That's it, right? If I want to delete four words, then what I will do is delete 4 words, D4W. This will delete the 4 words. To bring back those 4 words, I'll just press U, and the deleted words will be back. Now, operating on lines. So to delete a single line, a complete line, to delete a complete line, we'll just use DD. This will delete my whole line. Now we can use motion for this. To delete 2 lines from 3 and 4, we'll just use 2DD. This will delete my 3 and 4 lines. To bring back these lines, I will just use U. Now the next lesson is U for undo. This is U. So I just told you that if I fix these errors on this, I will just deleting the characters. To bring back these changes, I'll just use U. Now if I delete again this, I will clear the errors, replace them with undo. Now suppose I need to fix the whole line, then I'll just press capital U, that is Shift U. This will fix again, undo the whole line. Now this lesson summary 2. So what we have learned is DW, D dollar, that is delete to the end of the line, DD to delete the whole line, then 2W, that is shift the cursor 2 words from the given word, and we have seen the motion. 0 will move the cursor to the start of the line, and then we can use the U to bring back, to redo things, capital U to fix the whole line, to redo the whole line again, and Control R to redo. Capital U is to undo the whole line. Next, the put command, that is, suppose when we delete a line, that line is stored in vim's register. Now if I delete D line, then I want to insert it below the line C, then I'll just press P. This will put the line below the C. Now I'll press DD, then I'll press over here, I need to put the line above this, so I'll just press P and my A will go here. So we have just use the put command. The next command is replace. Now replace is like just replacing a character in the normal mode using just R. Suppose this is M. Now what is this line? This is the correct statement, this is the wrong statement. So I need to replace this M with N, so I'll just press first R and then replace it with N. To do this, again you can press R, then Y, then again move to the next character, then R, then P. So you can edit a single character using R. Now to replace some few characters or replace multiple characters, just press capital R, that is Shift R, and then you will go O N G and then go back to the normal mode, that is escape. Now the change operator. To change a single word and go into the insert mode, we use change operator. So suppose we need to change this whole word, so what we'll do, C, and then we will write E or W. So change word, that is change the word line, and then we'll go back to the normal mode. The change operator shifts the cursor into the insert mode and deletes the previous word. Right, now what's the next one? More changes using C. We can use the motion for change as well. Now if I want to change the line from this off, so what I'll do is C and then press dollar, that is shift 4, then it will delete the whole line and go into the insert mode. So what is the line of this line needs to be corrected using the C dollar command. Now we go to the summary of the lesson. We have just seen the P or put the cursor, put the line after the cursor, then replace for replacing a single character as well as multiple characters, and go back to the normal mode after replacing in the multiple characters. Then we have seen the change operator that will change the word or the whole line if you want to. Now for the cursor location and file status, we will do one thing. We will just press Ctrl G. So this will give us the file location at the bottom of the file. We can check it over here, like where my file is located, what line number am I at from the number of lines. Like there are 970 lines in this file, and I'm at the line of 9492. Right, so the file is divided into the columns. So suppose if I do this, now I press Ctrl G, then my file is at column number 1. If I go to the end of the file and I press Ctrl G, then I get the line 7, the column 78. The file is constrained between the 0 to 78 columns, so the text does not overflow beyond the 78th column. So now first thing we will do is, if we want to go to the topmost of the file, we will just press GG. This will take me to the topmost of the file. The cursor will be at the top of the file. Then if I want to go to the end of the file, then I'll just press Shift G, that is capital G. This will take me to the end of the file. Now if I want to go back to the line that I have memorized, like what is the line number, suppose 507, so I will just hit colon 507 and hit enter. It will take me to the 507 line number. So this is the location and file status command. Now let's move on to the next lesson, that is the search command. The search command is used to search the pattern or find some particular words we want to search. In the normal mode, we just need to press the / and enter whatever the word we need to search. Here we can search ERROOR is the word we want to search, and then we hit enter. Then this will go to the word over here. Now if I want to jump to the next word, then this will be the, if I want to jump to the next word, I will hit N, that is for next. So I will hit N. Again, if I hit N, it will go to the next word. Now suppose I want to go back to the previous search, like previous word, then I will hit capital N, that is Shift N, and it will go back to the previous one. Right, Now the next chapter is matching the parentheses. So now here are the parentheses. So if I want to jump to the matching parentheses, I'll just hit shift 5 or percentage sign, and this will take me to the matching parentheses. All right, now we'll move to the substitute command. Suppose I want to substitute a word in a file and I want to do it recursively. Like there are some words which are recursively typed with error, so we can do it like s, then %s search, %s, then hold, that is what is the word that we want to replace, that is THEE. Then what is the word we want to replace it with, that is THE. Then we will globally replace the whole word G for global. This will replace the THEE to THE. So we will move on to the summary now. Lesson 4, we have checked the summary. So Control G will display the line number and some associated file status with it. Then capital G will move to the end of the file, GG will move to the start of the file, / will be search the forward for the phrase, and question mark will be searching backwards from the phrase. The small n is for next search and capital N is for previous search. And we have the substitute command over here. Now for external commands to execute, we use : exclamation mark and the command name, suppose ls, and I need to ls test. Then I'll just hit enter, and this will give me 1, 2 for the content of my directory. Just press enter, and you can use this command, and you can use other commands as well with this external command. Now let's move on to the next one, the more on writing files. So to write this file, we can just type w and then write test to test. So the whole file will be written to a file name called test, capital test, and the whole file is returned to the test. Right now, this is for writing. It will write it, it will create it, everything will be managed and done by the Vim. So this will be created. Now if suppose we check the file is present or not, we'll just hit ls test, and we get a new file called test. Now let's move on to the next, selecting text to write. Now we need to select some text to write. So this is an interesting thing. We jump down to 5th line and then press : then write to test, then suppose hello. Then if I hit enter, now we get the message below the file, that is test hello, new 13 lines, 515C written. The lines are written to the hello file. Right, this is what visual is used for. This is a visual mode. Now visual could be used in many ways before beyond that. Now let's move on to the next, retrieving and merging files. Now suppose I want to retrieve the contents of the hello file in this at this particular place. So what I will do is just press :R and then test hello. So I will just insert it over here over the cursor and hit enter. All the content of that file will be grabbed and put over here. Now the next chapter, the open command. Now suppose I'm over here and I want to open a new line and go into the insert mode. I'll just hit O and this will take me to the new line and enter, so that I can enter and type whatever I want, and this goes into the insert mode. And then I'll go back to the normal mode. If I want to open a new line on above this line, so I will just press Shift O, that is capital O, Shift O, and it will open up a new line for me to write it. And then when I'm done, I'll just go back to the normal mode, that is hitting escape. Now let's move on to the next chapter, that is append. As we have seen the append. Now append is like, suppose I want to insert the line NE after this, because this is the good version of the line, this for line. Now if I hit I, the insert mode will go at the particular cursor where my cursor is placed. If I hit I, now this hit I, so this is at the particular cursor place. So what I need to do if I want to insert it over here, so the thing is, if I want to insert a next character to it, I'll just press A and then I will insert any. Then I'll go back to the normal mode. Now this is the lowercase, right? It is a lowercase a, by the way, and capital A will append to the end of the file, and A will be appending or inserting the cursor to the next character, like this. Here you can see the note A, I and capital A all go to the same insert mode. The only difference is where the characters are inserted. So that's it. The another way to replace. Now this is another way to replace. Suppose I want to replace multiple characters, as I've already told you. Just use capital R and then you type the letters 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and then go back to the normal mode from the replace mode. So this is capital R to change multiple characters. Now copy and paste. Copy and paste is the most important thing for a text editor for most of the people. Now suppose I want to copy some words, like I will go to the visual mode, then I'll just hit E, and then what I will do, if I want to copy the highlighted line, I will just press Y, and then I'll just go below wherever I want to place, and then hit P to put the line that I have selected or I have yanked. The Y is for yank and P is for put in this scenario. Vim. So Y means copy, over here it is written, and P is to paste or put. wherever you want. Now let's next topic is set option. So it will highlight the selected colors, like set option. Set, if I do set colon set H L S, right? And then if I search for a pattern IGNORE, this will highlight all the ignore words which I want to search, right? Now set no HLS, and this will go, right? So that's it. So this is the summary. So what we have checked is O to open the new line below the cursor, capital O to open a new line above the cursor, A is to insert the text after the cursor, capital A is insert the text at the end of the line. Then we have checked E to move to the end of the word, Y is the operator yank, and P is for put. Typing a capital R enters to the replace mode, and we can enter multiple characters and replace multiple characters without entering insert mode. So this is the summary of lesson 6. Now the lesson 7, I will let you explore it on your own. Go explore it and check it, try it hands-on, which will give you more practice, and start using Vim, I would say, for text editing. And that's all for this episode. See you in the next one.